for another little quick chit chat while I'm en route, however you want to say it. Running errands, have a doctor's appointment, just getting shit done the way that it needs to be done. But while I am running my errands, I just had something on my mind just about the phase that I'm particularly in my life, and a phase that many of us are in. I mean, what we do know about life is that life is always transitioning from one place to another, and or going back to something that it was. And I'm currently in a place to where it feels like I'm going backwards, but what the fuck? There's too much going on. Sorry, because I'm driving, but this person behind me just came up on me a little too quick, and I don't like that. We on the freeway too? Nah, fam. Anyways, so we go through these phases where, kind of like I'm doing now, we're switching lanes, switching gears, changing things, but sometimes in the change, it requires you to go back to something that you maybe didn't think you would have to go back to. One thing that I am also learning is that with a few of the jobs that I've taken, the last 2 jobs, to be honest, that I have taken, I have learned that, and I've always known this, but like, I'm replaceable, and at any time, if I'm not doing something, or there's something that I'm doing too much of, or not, whatever, like a job could easily just say, hey yo, this is not a good fit, like we're gonna have to like terminate you. And for my previous job, not the job that I just resigned from now, like I was fired, and I've never been fired before in my life from a job. I've always been able to like get out before it got to that point, or just find something else. But for me losing my job really put me through a whole freaking ego death, because I had never been in that situation to where somebody had this governance over me to say, hey, you gotta go. Like, it's never been that. But I've only experienced that through working just a contract job. Like, the job that I worked before, I had been there for like 2 years, like 2.5 years, honestly. And it just wasn't enough money, and it was, I won't even say, like, compared to the jobs that I was working now, I won't say that it was a whole lot of work. So the money, the amount of pay is kind of equal to what, anyways, I just wanted more money, more opportunity. I was going through a transition, going through a breakup, needing a different change. And the job that I took was a great change of scenery. It's way across town. I was working in office. Like, it was a great experience, and it was bomb. Like, I really enjoyed working there. But fast forward to this job that I was working at, it was a change because I was working from home, but I really enjoyed what I was doing. I really enjoyed helping people. I really enjoyed speaking to the customers that I spoke to. Majority of them were sweet. It was just within, oh, that's a nice car. I like the color. Anyways, sorry, I be getting sidetracked. Like Dory, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. I get so sidetracked. Anyways, the job was good. It was great while it lasted, but I had some things come up, and I had to like exit because they were not able to work with my schedule. Like, I have a fiance who's in the military. He just got deployed, and I had to change my schedule abruptly. So the schedule that I had chosen, I had to change my schedule abruptly. On top of that, like my children, I had to change their school, which affects everything. Their school is not just a regular school to like just drop them off like right at my house. Like their bus stop is somewhere else that I have to drive to. And it was 30 minutes before I got off of work that I have to be there to pick them up. Like their bus stop is in a public place, so I cannot leave my children, you know, just standing. I have an 11-year-old and a 6-year-old. Like the 11-year-old might be okay if he could go sit down somewhere, but I still don't trust that. And my 6-year-old, absolutely not. She already don't listen, so no. And I was asking my mother-in-law to do it, but her schedule also changed too, so she was not able to. And my mom works, and so with him being gone, like it just kind of put a dent in everything. So I tried to get accommodations to try to change my schedule so that way I could keep my job, but nobody was able to accommodate the schedule that I requested, so I had to resign. Without me doing that, my children would be left out. And so this is the thing, and this is the point that I'm just kind of at, like, I'm just ready to find a stream of income that I'm not having to choose between, like, my children's safety and health and working. Like, that's an odd, like, who the fuck should have to choose that? So at this point, I will be accountable. Like, maybe, yeah, I should have thought a little bit more about my schedule, but I was thinking, like, the schedule that I was working, which was 9 to 5:30, would be great. And, you know, it gives me enough time to get the kids dropped off. And, you know, just all of these other things. And I chose that schedule before I knew that all of these other things were going to happen. However, this is just one of those situations where it's not really anybody's fault. It's not necessarily my fault. It's not even the job's fault. I don't blame anybody. It's just a circumstance that just happened and nobody is able to fucking help me with it. And so I understand that, and I can bow out gracefully. I'm appreciative of the opportunities that I have been provided while working at that job. I met some amazing people who I will continue to be friends with, hopefully lifelong, but like amazing people that, you know, I wouldn't trade for anything. Like, that job gave me the most thorough freaking training that I've ever had. Like, the way that they broke it down, like, I would recommend anybody to work there, like, just as long as you have the momentum to, like, be able to process everything, because it's a lot to take in. It is. But I wouldn't trade it for anything. Like, I really appreciated the experience, and I appreciated everything. But here I am, and I'm having to go drop off the equipment or whatever, and I'm honestly feeling a little bit, there is, even though I understand the bigger picture and I understand that it's not any fault of anybody's, like, I wasn't terminated, it wasn't anything like that, but I feel a sense of disappointment because I felt like, okay, this is a place that I could see myself growing at. This is a place that I know that being there for a little bit, like, I could switch departments because, you know, I will have other expertise under my belt on top of things that I'm going to school for that would tie into what I'm doing. And I just felt like, okay, great, this is great. Like, I'm in alignment, I'm in synergy, like I'm getting there. But the tower card comes in and just mixes some shit up, and here I am, and I'm just trying to figure it out again, and I'm trying to go through it and grow through it with grace and not beating myself up. But there's really nothing that I could do. And it's the same thing to, like, when it came to my children's school situation, like, I was feeling so disappointed and so down at the fact that I couldn't keep my kids at this school because of a certain situation with, like, addresses and shit. And they decided that they wanted to be petty this year, so I had to change schools, and it was devastating for my children, you know, and it was devastating for me to see them in that state being sad about a place that they have grown to love, you know what I mean? But again, I am just starting to realize, like, it's just a part of life. And honestly, having the partner that I have and the career that he has chosen this is something that is just going to be a part of our life. Change is just a part of our life. It doesn't matter what it is that we want to do or like try to change or try to switch. It's just a part of life, and it's just going to be what it's going to be, and there's not too much that can be done except for going with the flow and not fighting against the change and controlling how we respond to the change instead of being reactive and or counterproductive. So, but here I am. I mean, I'm just working through it, and today's a new day. Yesterday was not the best for me. I was not having a good day. It was not a good day for me. It was not. Like, I was just not in a good mood. I was feeling sad. I was licking my wounds. I was feeling down, just not feeling the way that I'm feeling today. And I'm grateful for the newfound enthusiasm for the day and for life. And all I can truly do is take everything day by day. That's all that truly can be done. I mean, there's not really too much else that can be, really done. So I encourage you, if you're going through anything with a relationship, a breakup, in between jobs, your money's looking funny, like, encourage yourself to try again. Dust yourself off and try again. It's a new day. You have been given the breath in your lungs. You have been given the eyesight to see my beautiful face. I'm just kidding. But kidding but not. But you have been given this day. So make the most of it. Show up. Do the things that you want to do. Do the things that you set out to do, and be your biggest cheerleader in it all. Like, everybody's not going to always be there to cheer you on and tell you, yay, you can do it. Like, a lot of this shit is done alone. And sometimes it sucks, when you realize, like, shit, like, I'm really up in this piece, like, by myself. Like, I really got to get it out the mud, like, by myself. It fucking sucks. It truly does. But there's also beauty in that solitude, because there you get to find yourself. You get to find what you're really made of. And that's what I'm learning about myself, is like, bitch, you're really out here a true wholehearted go-getter. Like, you're wise, you're smart, you're kind, you have everything that it fucking takes to get you to where you need to get. And I don't always remember that every day. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I know this every day and like I live this every day, because I don't. Like, I wish that I did, but I don't always do that. But I'm here, and I'm now, and I'm getting through it. And so again, I speak life into you. I speak life into us. And I encourage you to continuously show up, even when you've been the wounded warrior, even whenever you've been the wounded, whenever you've been wounded, still get up and show up. Like, pick up your sword. Like, you have what it takes to get to where you want to get. I promise you. And it's something that I'm having to continuously remind myself, like I keep on saying, because I forget. When shit starts happening, I'm just like, fuck, like, what am I gonna do now? Like, and I'm still kind of in that place. I really am, even though I have been assured not only by my ancestors, but by my partner, like, babe, don't worry, like, I got you. But something in me is just like, no, like, I gotta have it. Like, I can't allow you to just have it, because then you have control of it. It's just like, it's me needing to just sit the fuck down. Like, sit down. You've been asked before, sit the fuck down. It's your time to sit down. Focus on what it is that you need to focus on and sit down. And that's it. And if you don't take nothing else from what I'm saying, sit the fuck down and just listen to what your guides are trying to tell you. Quiet your mind. Be open to receive, because you're worthy. That's it, and that's all. Make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Also, please hit the notification bell so that way you know whenever I post my content. And yeah, that's all that I have. I love you guys. You have everything that it takes to get to where you want to get. I promise you do. I promise you. But yeah, I'll check you in the next one. Peace.